Come on, come on. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I?
Hey guys, it's Chris, and I wanted to do something on the vlog channel today for you guys, and I wanted to show you a reason I've been so damn busy lately. I mentioned to you guys on a live stream a while back on the main channel that I wanted to get into some voiceover work. So that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been kind of setting up my room, redoing everything. You've seen some of the new set here when we do some streaming and in a couple of new videos on the main channel. And you can see behind me, this is part of the new setup here. But one of the other things I've been doing, again, like I said, is this voiceover work. So I wanted to show you guys what I've been trying out. And I set up half of my closet as a decent little recording studio, or I should say booth, not a studio, obviously. One day I can afford a studio. But the point being is that this is something that's really cool to me. I think it's really cool, something to get into, some voiceover work, voice acting, that type of thing. I definitely still need some coaching and all that stuff. I don't expect it just to have a good voice, so to speak, and be able to jump right in. I've auditioned for a few things now online, and I haven't got anything, and I don't expect to. That's the way it works. It's a very competitive game. But I am going to audition for a couple tonight. I have 2 roles here, and I'll show you that in just a second. But first, let me show you kind of my setup, what I got going on, and kind of what I plan to do. Let me move the camera over here. This, of course, is Audacity. This is where we record audio. So if I had something going here, you'd see me, all the waveforms there pop up, if you can see that. I believe you can see that. So that's what it would look like from out here. But my microphone is now set up in the booth. So let me take you over there and show you that, show you my little setup, and then show you what I got going on. And I think I'll actually just go ahead and show you a little demo of what I'm actually trying to do for 2 different scripts I have that I want to try out for, just to try to get my first gig officially so I can call myself a voiceover artist. So anyway, let's take you over here and check out the booth. All right, so behind me is what looks like to be a normal closet here. And yes, you can see I have repainted this area. And I'll do a separate vlog on the whole entire room at some point because I have a lot of cool stuff to show you, a lot of stuff I collect and things like that. But anyway, behind me here, what I have is half of this closet is now a little vocal recording booth. So let me show you. All right, so let me try to see if you can see this. So again, behind me over here, directly behind me is just all my clothes, and that helps to dampen the sound. And you can probably already tell a difference even on this camera phone, the difference between the sound in here versus out there where it was a little more echoey and stuff because of all this foam. So let me try to move this around so you can see what I got going on here. Let me get a wider shot here. I do have these on the door as well. So when I close the door, there are sound matting, proper sound matting behind me, as well as up here in the ceiling and mainly in the corner, if you can see that. I have a little light mounted up here. What I do with this is I actually pin up my scripts right here in front of me so I can just read them as I'm going. Of course, I have the mic stand right here with the pop filter, very important. I have my headphones down here where I can actually hear myself. But as you can see, the entirety of this closet on this side is matted and soundproofed. Not completely soundproofed, I should say, but it is it's sound treated, I should say. This is all sound treated. So basically it prevents echoing and things like that. So you try to keep all the reverb you can. So actually when I hit record from out there, in here when I have this going and plugged in and everything's ready to go, it would give me a silent bar on here because there's absolutely no noise in this room. Unless something really loud happened, obviously a truck going by, this room is not completely soundproof, or this closet I should say. But anyway, this is a pretty good start, and I don't know if you can see all that, but I got mats everywhere, a bunch of extra hats up there. But the clothing itself is the main thing, obviously. But all this matting here on the door, again, as you can see, the ceiling, especially the corners of rooms. I have all this matting in here. These are kind of jammed in here. These are all glued. And this is a little bit more of a high dollar matting here to absorb sound waves. So you get a nice, clean sound. So what I think I'll do is I'll show you guys a couple little scripts I want to do, and I'll actually come in here and do a couple rough reads. Now, whether that ends up being the final ones I submit or not, I'm not sure. We'll see. So what I'll do is take my phone and I'll mount this up here somehow so you can get this kind of view, so I can record myself recording myself, which is the whole Inception thing again. But there's so much stuff you can audition for. I mean, every single thing you can think of has a voiceover involved, whether it's a TV commercial, a radio ad, video games, narration, audiobooks, etc. You can do it all. That's the type of stuff I'm applying for. I'm trying to do just small things at first that pay a little bit less, obviously, and so I can get the experience and kind of build that demo reel and that type of thing. So anyway, I'll show you guys really quickly a couple little scripts. I'll pin them up here, and then we'll do a couple reads. All right, what I have here is a couple little scripts I printed out. What I do is I get them off this website here, which is voices.com, and I print out the sample scripts. This is what you have to read for an audition. And what I have here, the first one is just an IVR. And basically, if that's just a voicemail message for a company, so if you know how it is and you call a number and you get the answering machine, so to speak, talking about, thank you for calling so-and-so company. If you know the extension of your party, you're trying to reach, dial it now. To do this, press 1. To do that, press 2, etc. So that's what this is. And the second one here is actually for a commercial. This will be a TV spot, I believe, for a new headphone company in California. And this is called Audi's. And what I've done here, you can see some underlines and stuff like that on both of these. And I've just underlined some things that I may want to emphasize a little bit more as far as the read goes. So let me get everything hooked up as far as the microphone in there. Everything's basically ready. I just got to plug it in actually. And then set this phone up somehow so I can record myself, recording myself with the Inception thing. And we'll give it a shot and see if we can get some good audio out of it. And I'll let you guys hear the difference between audio in there versus audio as you see on a regular YouTube video out in an open room or even on this phone doing this damn vlog. All right, let me hook all this shit up and then we'll do a couple run-throughs and see if we can get something that we can submit and actually get a damn job. All right, guys, so I am in the booth now. I don't know if you can tell the difference in sound on this phone or not, but I have my little IVR script, sample script to audition for pinned up here. So it's right in front of me. I'm in the sound booth now. I'm recording out there, so we're ready to go. So let's give this a little read through. Usually what I do is actually I do a few takes without the headphones as well, because sometimes I've already learned when you're hearing yourself, you sometimes you start to overdo it a little bit and get back into that radio announcer type voice. And that's definitely not something that I'm looking for this type of thing. So I'll do a couple read-throughs maybe without the headphones and then just kind of go through and maybe do a couple takes with the headphones and see if I can tell a difference. And then I'll really kind of scrutinize it when I get back to edit it. You do have to edit your audio a little bit. Not a whole lot to it. It's basically taking out space. But anyway, let's do a couple read-throughs. And again, this is for SmokeScreen. That's the name of the company, SmokeScreen. And this is going to be their voicemail or IVR. All right, here we go. Let's try to clear my throat a little bit. Thank you for calling SmokeScreen, your premier IT security and managed solutions provider for Southern California. If you know the extension of the party you're trying to reach, please dial it now. To schedule a technician, press 1. To obtain network status, press 2. If you are reporting an outage or need to open a ticket, press 3. Status of an existing ticket, press 4. All right, so that's the sample script. That was my first read. So now I'll try to give it a little more inflection and make it a little cleaner or whatever. So I'll try it with the headphones on. So let's take a couple of these takes. Thank you for calling SmokeScreen, your premier IT security and managed solutions provider for Southern California. If you know the extension of the party you're trying to reach, please dial it now. To schedule a technician, press 1. To obtain network status, press 2. If you are reporting an outage or need to open a ticket, press 3. To check the status of an existing ticket, press 4. Okay, so that's okay. We'll give it a shot and see if we can use one of those. If not, I'll just come back here and redo it. It's as easy as that. I can hit delete and just come back and do 3 or 4 more and try to pick from those. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you dig what I'm doing here. I think it's pretty damn fun. It's pretty exciting. It's something new. Obviously, this doesn't change anything about YouTube and what I'm doing there and what I plan to do there and all that good stuff. This is just kind of another aspect of, talking for a living. That's essentially what I'm doing, so I figured why not try this out as well. Again, I don't expect to get many jobs at first, especially. If I got 1 out of the first 20, I'd be happy. But that may or may not happen, we'll see. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool, so let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'm glad to be putting something at least back on the vlog channel. We had just talked about that in the live stream the other night. And let me know what you think, especially in the difference between this audio and here, which I'll play while I'm actually speaking these for this vlog, versus regular audio you hear in YouTube videos in the regular open room type thing where it's a little more echoey. You just don't realize how shitty audio is until you come into a little booth like this and record and then hear yourself through headphones especially. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.